Welcome back to NBA Today. So a wild play from the Nets Wizards last night in D.C. 5:45 remaining in the fourth. Nets assistant coach David Vanterpool deflected a Wizards pass attempt intended for Kyle Kuzma that led to a live ball turnover, and nothing was called or reviewed in the moment.
I love how
despite the outrage. And then after the game, Wizards acting head coach Joseph Blair reacted, as did Kyle Kuzma, albeit with slightly different tones here. Take a listen.
You asked me if he may have touched it. There's no may have. He did. My reaction was utter disbelief. I've never seen in my very long time in basketball something happen like that the referees didn't see. It's very hard to swallow them missing something like that for me. I do understand that regardless, there's tons of things we could have done better in the game, and it should have never came down to us complaining about something like that. But I will say that this is the best league in the world. They have to be better than that.
I mean, that was also too. Coaches should not be able to stand up. I mean, I get it if it's under 2 minutes. I mean, everybody in the league stands up, but I feel like it was like 3:50 on the clock. You're standing up. You got Steve Nash blocking the ref's view. You can't see. It's very unfortunate, but you just gotta live with it.
Okay, so quite the juxtaposition there. But in a referee's pool report after the game, crew chief Ben Taylor was asked about Vanterpool's play, and he said that given that the ball did not go out of bounds, preventing a play stoppage, was there any mechanism for the play to be reviewed? And then Taylor replied, no, there wasn't a mechanism in place for that. So then he was asked a follow-up, quote, is it correct that you and your colleagues didn't see any deflection there on the play? To which Taylor admitted that no, on the floor, they did not see it. So, I mean, there's so much going on there. What's your reaction to this, Leg?
Well, the first thing is there any way we can show that real quick again? I just don't understand. Look at the official on the sideline. He's looking dead at it, Perk.
But Steve Nash was like,
he's looking dead at it. He's about 6 feet away.
Yeah, no.
He's looking, watch his head, watch the official's head. He's looking right at it.
But Steve Nash is like,
no, he's not.
Maybe.
Steve Nash is behind him. I don't know how it's physically possible to not see that. Now, obviously, I think the Nets clearly, they had a discussion. They said their deflections were down as a team. So the coach was going to lend a hand in that situation. And by the way, this did not cost him the game. This did not cost him the game. It didn't cost him the game. Let's be clear about that.
David Vanterpool, he is a renowned coach.
Seasoned
Absolutely.
Coach,
It was Portland, with Minnesota, now with Brooklyn. There is no question in my mind that that was not intentional. He didn't mean to do that. But Perk, be honest with me. Would you have been this composed as the Wizards head coach, acting head coach was after the game if you saw something like this?
No, I wouldn't have. I would have been mad. I mean, look, it happened, but he said something in there that made me, realize why he was so relaxed. He said it shouldn't have came down to this. And that's the point that we always talk about. Like, we always want to look at those type of plays. By the way, got to get hey, Coach Dave, look, get the win by any means necessary, okay? And if that means you got to get a deflection, so be it, all right? But here's the thing. We always look back at the last play and forget about what happens in the first, second, and third quarter.
I'm here for it.
Are you?
Yes. I would have sat down if I was Kyle Kuzma, and I would have sat down in protest. Like, no.
Just sat down.
I would have sat down
right
right in front of it.
But Kyle Kuzma is saying that coaches, with 2 minutes left, you can stand up. But up until
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.